What's up, guys? Just wanted to film a quick video and give an update on where I'm at with the overhaul of the AnoleX 3030. Quick update on that. AnoleX did ship me a new board. It got to me in about 3 days via DHL Express, so awesome customer service on their part. It was pretty hassle-free, to be honest with you. Really good communication. Like I said, came really fast. Got the board installed, it fired right up, everything's cool there. But honestly, I'm really excited to get this guy installed. So just wanted to do a quick unboxing to show you guys what comes in it. And then the next part of the video will be getting it installed and kind of going over that process and whatnot, some of the connections and stuff like that. So this is what they sent me. Looks pretty good. Lots of ventilation. Good build quality in my opinion. And these are all the connectors. These look like they're removable, which they are. So gonna have to likely cut all the ends off, you know, like the stepper motors and the limit switches and things like that, and then just put them in these terminal blocks. So yeah, just wanted to quickly show you what comes in the box, and I'll film some of the overhaul process and, you know, the new software and bringing it up and that sort of thing. So expect more on this very soon. Thanks. All right, so finally ready to get going here on the overhaul. I got the old controller board removed, which is right here. Just want to give you a quick size comparison with the black box and the old guy there. So a little bit bigger, but not by much. So I'm gonna start now by cutting all these connectors off. Comes with these white ones, and then I'm gonna start crimping these ferrules on, and that's what's gonna be used to go inside the terminal blocks here. So I'm gonna get going on the cutting, and then the next clip will be kind of explaining the wiring a little bit more, and we'll go from there. All right, so finally done with all the connections. Got the ferrules crimped on all the ends, like I said earlier. Real quick on the motors, you wanna make sure you get the coil pairs correct. On the AnoleX motors, you want to keep the blue and red together and the black and green together. Doesn't really matter which side they're on, but you just want to make sure that the two pairs are connected together. And if you're not sure, you know, maybe you're using a different machine and you want to check to see if you have an actual pair, you could use a multimeter. Mine's set to check continuity. And what you do is just pick any wire, put the lead on, and then just start touching all the wires. And then eventually you'll get a beep. If you don't have a multimeter and you want to try to find the coil pairs, what you could do is basically short the two wires together. You can start with any two, and then start turning the stepper motor. And when you find the coil pair, it'll be noticeably stiffer. So that's how you'll know you found the correct pair. So that's that with the motor. This is a Z-probe. If you're using the standard Z-probe that comes with it, you're going to want to use the two outside connections here. You don't use the center tab of the terminal block here. And then with the limit switches, you're going to want to basically wire them in parallel. So basically you take both limit switches, and if you look at the wire, one side has the white stripe right there. I don't know if you can see that. But if you look really closely, there's a white stripe. Just basically take the white stripe from that limit switch over there, same for this one, and then crimp them together. And then again, I'm using the two outside posts of the terminal block there. So that's the wiring. I'm gonna get this thing powered up and connected to the computer right now, just using this variable power supply. Got something different coming in here pretty soon. Yeah, progress is going pretty slow, but hopefully we can get this thing making some chips pretty soon. Kind of moving my shop in here. Got the laser cutter, welders and stuff like that. Trying to get all that online, so it's kind of hindering progress here with the AnoleX. But next clip is going to be basically connected to the software and jogging things around, and then maybe even start making some chips. So that'll be next. Just quickly wanted to go over the software, which is actually really good. You know, I've used Candle, I've used Universal G-Code Sender, which not a fan of Candle. UGS is pretty good, but you know, I have a little bit of experience with this one because, you know, I just got this, but it's actually really nice. Some of the features I like are the continuous jog. So you can go 0.1, 1 millimeter, 10 millimeter, even 100 millimeter. So you get nice long jogs like that, which really help you get to, you know, the 0 point and get going. You're able to zero out all axes right here, which is a nice feature. Another thing I really like is the wizard tools. So you can basically calibrate all 3 axes off of this, and it basically just walks you through it. So it tells you to make a mark, you make the mark, and then you go to the next step, and then you can jog it over 100 millimeters, and then you basically make another mark, and then you measure that, and essentially it'll, you know, you put that value into the box here on the next page, and it'll basically make the adjustment for you. So it makes it really easy. Last thing I really like is you have this troubleshooting page here, and it gives you like all your limit switches and your probes. So before you even run stuff, you know, you can kind of just start hitting some of the switches and just make sure everything's working before you actually start running parts. You also have a link here for the documentation for the controller, so it takes you right to the web page. You know, you can look up anything you're having trouble with and get going. So just wanted to quickly show you guys that before we run apart here.
All right, so we're finally ready to cut apart. Got the machine back in the bay here. Running an Excelsius power supply. I just quickly 3D printed some brackets to mount up there out of the way. Probably do a cover just to kind of make sure no chips get in there eventually, but that'll be next time. So yeah, ready to cut a part here for a customer. Quickly go over the process. Gonna fire up the router. It's currently at around 3. After that, I'm gonna hit the air assist and hit go, and we should be making chips here pretty soon. So here we go. So I finally got through it. This is the part I was making for my customer. This is the finish. Not great on one side. That's the other side. It was kind of untouched, honestly. Had a really hard time getting through this particular piece. This is 8mm aluminum. I was experimenting with different spindle speeds, different end mills and things like that. Which is honestly another video. Like I said, really tough time finding the right combination of those things, but got through it. Got the parts made for the customer, gonna get his scooter done and move on to the next project. But definitely I'll have some more videos on just feeds and speeds that work for me. Again, I'm not a professional, but it was something that I really struggled with to get through and get this project done. So more to come on that in the next one, and also a few mods that I've done to this thing that are still underway that'll be exposed in the next video. So stay tuned.